All right, welcome to our spoiler-filled review of Justice League.
Hello and welcome. Yes,
DC.
this is a movie with underdeveloped characters that really didn't turn out that bad.
DC.
Yeah, I agree. The forming of the team. Okay, goofball. the actual forming of the team was kind of jumbled.
Handled poorly.
Yeah.
If you had known these characters, if they had their own proper movie beforehand, like Marvel did, I think this movie would have been $1 billion movie.
I agree. I mean, I think we've talked about this before. I'm not sure on video, but the way that this universe was developed wasn't our favorite. You know, Superman was kind of a moody, angst-ridden teenager at times, which, sure, it was in the comics, but it's not my Superman. You know, my Superman was raised in the
In the medieval times?
in the in the Midwest, and he had certain qualities to him. You know, like help others and do those things, and he smiled, and that we didn't
Batman
see
doesn't
that.
kill people.
Yes, and neither one is a murderer. You know, at
Right.
the end of Man of Steel, he
Kill Zod.
snaps Zod's neck.
Not right.
Which,
I didn't agree with that at all.
Superman would have found a way.
Right, because Superman, well, I don't want to make this like a Man of Steel thing, but Superman doesn't learn not to kill people by killing somebody. He just knows you don't kill people.
That's how he's raised. Absolutely.
Right. That's
So-
what I didn't like about that. But as far as this movie goes, with the established characters, everybody knows Batman. We didn't need that backstory again. Everybody knows it. And then the Wonder Woman movie earlier this year was wonderful,
It was the best movie in the DCEU yet.
definitely. And they did a great job of explaining her background and everything and why she does what she does. Aquaman, we got 2 scenes. Didn't like that. Cyborg was even maybe 1 scene to give him a backstory.
Yeah,
And Flash, everyone, you know what? Ezra Miller, he's like always praised for everything he does. I think he's like the star of everything he's in. I mean,
he's a tremendous actor. He really does a good job. And I think Flash is one of those characters everyone has seen. He has he has a television show on the CW. He's been in all the Justice League cartoons. I don't think he needed too big of an introduction as much as maybe Aquaman and Cyborg, which, leading up to them all getting together could have been done better, but honestly didn't distract from the movie for me. I still enjoyed it because once they got together, it was very entertaining. I
right,
mean,
right. Since we're doing spoilers,
Yep.
let's go ahead and start at the beginning of the movie.
Well, let's maybe not run through the whole movie.
Okay, yeah.
Because if
'cause
they're
the
watching
last
this, they
one was
probably
the-
know the plot. Yeah,
Yeah.
a few things I think that I have in my notes here to talk about
Let's hear 'em.
was the flashback to the first fight with Steppenwolf. That was amazing. We saw Zeus, who I think to be Zeus, fighting Steppenwolf. We saw a Green Lantern get killed, and then the ring fly off to find a new one. I thought that was awesome.
That was cool.
I was disappointed that Green Lantern wasn't in this movie. Kind of understand after the disappointing Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, but I
Yeah.
still thought, if they would have brought Jon Stewart on to be the Green Lantern in this, they could have pulled it off. Once again, Green Lantern is pretty well known. Doesn't need it. He just could have said, hey, I'm the Green Lantern of this sector, because Steppenwolf even says there's no Green Lantern, and
That's why I'm
Kryptonian
here.
is gone.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's why he's kind of coming back. So, basically they find out, Steppenwolf is here. Batman gets the team together, kind of assembles Aquaman himself, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Cyborg, who is kind of made from a mother box pretty much. And we find out there's 3 mother boxes, and if they're all together and Steppenwolf gets it, he's basically going to turn Earth into a dominion for, what's Darkseid?
Darkseid. Yep.
What's this world called? Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
So, they definitely want to stop that. And so they decide they're going to use one of the mother boxes to bring Superman back. Once again, another point I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
I thought, in the Death of Superman comics, they bring him back by exposing him to solar energy, which we know the yellow sun gives him great power. I would have preferred it that way, but I'm not going to complain about it. It was still pretty cool seeing the Flash have to hit the energy on it right when it was touching the water.
It was cool that, he comes back and he's just kicking everybody else's ass.
He was.
Because that's,
Yeah.
he's Superman. He can take them all on at once. And, if they wanted to, he could just say, hang on, I got this. And they could all just go get some coffee. You know?
And that was the thing too. I think my favorite scene in the movie was when he's fighting with Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Batman, and the Flash is like running around him to try to do something, and he just sees Superman's head turn and like see him, and he realizes that Superman is as fast as he is.
Yeah.
And
That I really like that scene too. That was really
the look on Ezra Miller's face when he realizes that was just tremendous. I loved it. I thought that was probably my favorite scene in the movie. And, I think, that being a Zack Snyder scene from it, I think one of the things that Zack Snyder has always done extremely well is the visuals. He loves comics. You can tell he does.
Yeah.
And he gets those visuals right. And I thought that was something he did awesome in that
And
movie.
that's not my problem with Zack Snyder. My problem is no development. He goes straight for the action and straight for like the main storylines without any development into why they're doing it. They just kind of do it. That's my problem with Zack Snyder.
Yeah. And we find out, Batman keeps talking to Alfred about bringing out the big guns. I immediately thought he was going to bring kryptonite to try to slow Superman down so they could get him under control, and he would realize it, but instead they bring Lois Lane, played by Amy Adams, to kind of course, she yelled Clark out in front of a bunch of cops. But,
yeah. And the same thing with
I'm not gonna
Aquaman.
yeah.
When he met, Bruce Wayne's Batman, and he's got like 17 people around him. You know, it's a little messed up.
Yeah, no, it is. But it was great. Him, I think Henry Cavill, once he came back and he was the beacon of hope that
He pulled that off.
my Superman is. It was great. It was great seeing him. Great seeing a smile on his face
Yep.
and doing the right thing. So I loved it.
Not killing people.
Not killing anybody. And then the final fight with Steppenwolf, when they finally go out there, Superman kind of shows up, and really you see how powerful he really is.
I'll take it from here, guys.
Yeah, exactly. He's ready. He's, they're saving people. I think that was the thing that was really missing from Man of Steel. While they're destroying Metropolis, you don't see Superman saving anybody.
Right.
And that's always been his thing. He will take extra punishment to save an innocent life.
He will stop in the middle of battle to save people.
Absolutely.
Like the 70s Superman did, that kind of thing. One of my favorite scenes in this movie was when Aquaman sat on the rope, and he just started telling everybody what he really thought of him. And he's like, "Man, you're really hot, lady."
Well, it was great too because he's like, I'll fight to the death or whatever, and then he's like, I'm kind of afraid to die.
I don't want to die. And then she pulls the rope out, and he's like, "Son of a bitch." Good stuff.
Absolutely. And then the final scene, the final fight with Steppenwolf, they finally get him under control. The parademons turn on him because he senses he's
fear. Mm-hmm.
And then he's sucked somewhere through a boom tube. I assumed Apocalypse, Darkseid calling him back. We don't know for sure. I thought for sure one of the post-credit scenes was going to be him, Darkseid, basically scolding Steppenwolf, telling him he's failed again. Mm-hmm. But no, we don't get that. But what we got was two excellent post-credit scenes. The first one's being Superman and the Flash racing.
If you ever watched Smallville, that was on there too, and that was really cool.
And it was done in the comics. Who's the fastest man? They harken back to when Barry Allen was talking about how he doesn't like brunch. Waiting in line to get these two meals, and if Superman wins, he has to buy brunch for everybody. It was well done. It was great. We don't see who wins.
Yeah,
we'll assume the Flash.
Yeah, the Flash has got to win, or else he's got
He's not the fastest man alive.
Right.
So that's that. And the second post-credit scene, which
a lot of people didn't know who that was. I got a lot of texts asking me, "Hey man, who's that guy in that extra credit scene?" And
for those of you that don't know, it's Deathstroke. Basically the character that Deadpool was based off of. But I liked it. I once again, we talk about this. What a post-credit scene should be: setting up next movie, getting people talking, setting things up down the road. And it was basically Deathstroke getting on Lex Luthor's boat, and Lex, who
escaped prison.
Yep. Whether Deathstroke helped him or not, we don't know. Once again, I would prefer Jesse Eisenberg not be Lex.
And still, he played him wrong even in that scene.
He
played him as the Riddler.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've read that and I believe it. I agree, 100%.
Yeah, I want someone more like the Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor, who he's cold, he's calculating, he's not goofy. Lex Luthor's never been goofy to me, and I don't like it. But
Michael Rosenbaum, definitely, he played the best Lex Luthor on Smallville. But he's in the Marvel team now, so he's not going to be joining the cast.
But still, it sets up nicely when Lex says, "I think we should form a league of our own," referring to the Injustice League. So Hopefully, we'll see more post-credit scenes, maybe after Aquaman, recruiting Black Manta, Black Adam, you know, all the people we need to see. So, you know, overall, I think my rating is 6.2 symbols of hope out of 10. I did enjoy it. There was some problems with it, but it's still a fun time at the cinema. That was not so fun. But still, if you haven't seen it, you shouldn't have watched this because there's a bunch of spoilers. But go out and see it. It's a really entertaining movie.
Yeah, I give it 5.5. I haven't really wavered off of that. Maybe a little bit more because maybe a 5.9. Because after I had some time to think about it, I didn't hate it as much as I thought. I just didn't like the development. That's all. The rest of it, like I said, it would have been $1 billion movie.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.